Everyone talks about how fun and loud motorcycles are, but no one really talks about that weird mental state you get in when actually riding. I don't want to sound like a hippie, but we can all agree that when people go for rides, they say it is to clear their head, it's enjoyment, and afterwards, they'll usually feel better than when they started. And I know you're about to start typing. Well, of course, because it's something they enjoy doing, of course they're going to feel better afterwards. No shit, end of video, roll credits. But what I'm talking about is a little bit deeper than that. Now, understand, I'm not someone who just rambles on about deep thoughts and stuff. I just have a few ideas I'd like to make known. In the beginning, I felt riding was very deliberate. It was, you're putting a helmet on, you're checking your tires, and you're very aware of pulling up to a stop and taking off, shifting smoothly and all that stuff. But it's once you reach that autonomous state where you're able to get halfway across town and then realize, oh, I'm on a bike. Or maybe that's just me, and I should have my license revoked. And the feeling that I'm talking about with riding is the closest thing I could probably put it to is meditation. And this isn't some sort of like enlightenment I'm finding from breaking the speed limit. I find myself breathing along with the gears. Being you could put it down to breath work as such, but it's unintentional. I have no intentions of doing anything enlightening. I just want to ride my bike. Motorcycles blend this sort of fine line of pure enjoyment, being you enjoy what you're doing, you want to be there, and you probably don't want to stop. And you're mixing that with intense concentration for obvious reasons of not wanting to crash, probably crashing is probably the biggest one. And look, I understand you don't actually have to have your full attention, like you can sort of just go along. But I feel like that is your attention, you've just gotten so used to it that it becomes this subconscious activity of just lean, yes, pothole, there's some leaves, there's fuckface doing his lawn again. But you mix that thrill and your full attention to something that also takes your passion as well, you achieve this very odd state, which I imagine someone has achieved through meditation or like intentional breath work. If you sat me down and said, okay, go achieve this state and just sit down and do it, I don't think I'm going to get anywhere because it becomes an intentional thing. If you're doing it intentionally, it doesn't really happen. You'd have to go a lot faster in a car to reach this level of concentration. Being on a bike, you can go at a slower pace, but it still requires your full attention. Because with a bike also is that you're in the elements. Being if you ride in the freezing cold, you're probably going to not corner as well and not be able to shift as well. And I'll say, I want to know in the comments if anyone's experienced this or know what I'm talking about. But I'll find that out either way, especially if I'm wrong. I'll be told. That's fine. So when you're riding a motorcycle, I feel you do achieve some sort of meditative state. Being you ride because it's fun, but you get the mental benefits of it as just a byproduct. That's the closest thing I'd ever understand to meditation. Just a subconscious flow state, but it's created from intense concentration mixed with just pure passion that it allows you to disconnect. Yeah, I don't know of any other hobby or task that could require this much concentration but also this much fun. Unless you're doing like knife throwing. And major announcement is we've hit over 1,000 subscribers. We're at about 1,170 as of this recording. And to that, I just say thank you, because for the last month, year, for as long as I can remember, I've been at about 400 subscribers. I don't upload frequently. It's just not what I do. I'm trying to do it now. All I have to say is thank you, because with you hitting like and subscribe, I'm getting back information that people like what I'm doing, and that's nice. We hit 1,000, and to the majority of people in the modern world, 1,000's nothing when you look at what people hit today. But I grew up in an era where 1,000 was fucking groundbreaking. And now that I'm experiencing that, I don't know what to say. I didn't know that something I made could cause that kind of reaction. I didn't know anyone would stick through the video. It's being these videos aren't flashy. Like there's no, oh, sorry, my legs are dead. The lumbar support's cutting off circulation. I didn't know that any video I made in a still frame could cause viewer retention. So as usual, if you like the video, like and subscribe. And if you didn't, you know what to do. Hey, if you did subscribe, thank you. But that'll be all for today's video. And until next time, Friday, over and out.